Good morning. Good morning to you from Colorado, from Grand Lake. I am here with Lisa and her family on vacation and excited to share some moments of gratitude with you. Don't have the best bandwidth here, so not sure how well this will show up, if it's working or not, but we're going to give it a try. So if you're here, would love to say hello and say good morning, learn what you're grateful for today. Share some intentions. I think I could use a little bit of a gratitude practice this morning. Been spending too much time looking at the news and scrolling. Maybe not too much time, but any time. And it doesn't take too much time to find myself deflated. And so I'm really very much looking forward to taking a few moments to focus in gratitude with you. Good morning, Juan. Good to see you. Good morning. And because it's a little bit of a stretch for me right now to sing a song, I'm gonna try to sing one even if it's not too long. 'Cause when I try to make the words rhyme for all to hear, it helps me get over some of the little bit of fear that keeps me from pushing and opening my heart. But now that we got the song done, let's have a gratitude start. Good morning. Good morning. I am in beautiful Colorado. Maybe I'll try to show you a little bit of this is the green outside. And if you look outside here, you can see the lake out there. That's Shadow Mountain Lake. And then just on the other side of that is Grand Lake. And we've got a beautiful view here of Shadow Lake and then Grand Lake and then Mount Baldy. So enjoying Colorado. Colorado is so beautiful. I'm grateful for Colorado. Grateful for all the time that I've spent in Colorado over the years. My family, my grandparents had a cabin here. Grandpa Caleb and Grandma Carol, they had a cabin in Colorado near Dillon, sort of near Dillon, at the Green Mountain Reservoir that I went to for a week or two every year growing up. And so I have a lot of fond memories of Colorado and feel a very familiarity with the environment of Colorado. I love the driving through, mountains and trees and the rivers alongside highways. Love that. So very much grateful for Colorado and time spent here. I'm grateful for the time I get to spend with Lisa's family and celebrating her dad Danny's 80th birthday. That's why we're here. So we've got a 80th birthday dinner on Friday, but a whole week of activities. I think we're going rafting tomorrow, and we're going to do a drive through a national park on Thursday. And on Friday dinner, we're going to go to the lodge that Lisa used to work at every summer when she was, I think, just out of college, but a young woman. She said it's like a Dirty Dancing thing where that she worked at the lodge and was lived in a cabin. So looking forward to seeing that. Juan is grateful for a healthy family. Amen to that. Amen to that. I'm really grateful that I am getting to spend time with all of Lisa's healthy family, her mom and dad, and brother and sister-in-law, and niece and nephew. Super fun people, but playing games. I've almost figured out how to play Settlers of Catan. Is that what it is? I haven't played yet. I've just been watching people. They're big games family, so got to play cards and other games, and I think they're playing Settlers upstairs. You can hear some conflict right now. Not conflict, but enthusiastic gameplay. Good morning, Gerbot. Good to see you. I'm grateful for an opportunity to share some gratitude. I'm grateful that the owners of this Airbnb are not here because they seem to be, I don't want to stereotype or draw, they seem to have an enthusiastic love of God, America, Jesus, and cowboys, which very well they could be amazing people, or they could be Christian nationalists and hardcore make America great again event, kind of the, who knows. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they're wonderful people, but there's a lot of signage and notes and things that are written around here that are like, oh, there's a sign that says, there's a sign that says coffee, and it says that coffee stands for Christ offers forgiveness for everyone. That's what coffee stands for. Christ offers forgiveness for everyone. I'm gonna think about that every day when I'm drinking a little Joe. I'm also curious if forgiveness means what they think it means. Again, I don't know these people, so maybe they are the most beautiful Jesus-thinking people I've ever met. I'm gonna assume good intent and assume that they are practitioners of what would Jesus do type Christianity, which is so beautiful to me. Kirbot says, grateful for my health after recovering from a head cold last week. Ooh, icky. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Kirbot says, Jesus. And in case, if by some strange way you have fallen into this broadcast after not knowing me very well, I am a profound appreciator of the teachings of Jesus, the words of Jesus. Among my biggest mentors in my life and my biggest role models are people that studied the teachings of Jesus their entire lives and did what they could to live as Jesus did, and to treat people and to confront injustice in the way that Jesus did, and to speak to power, and to avoid the worshiping of money and false idols. And so Jesus is my homeboy. But Christian nationalism is very scary to me. Okay, so it looks like there are very few people paying attention, which is for the best, because I'm on a tear. But I am grateful for all of the beautiful Western decor here. I am grateful for the forgiveness that whoever might be watching this and is noticing my judgmental tendencies. Grateful for your patience as I work through the thoughts of judgment and then process them, which is, I think, what we all get to practice. I think to be without judgment, cast the first stone, but to be aware of our judgment and then to find forgiveness, to be able to discern, I'm falling into a judgment based on some external teachings that really are in the way of love. But I really feel if it's my heart has love, compassion, forgiveness, appreciation for the human experience of everyone. So thank you for allowing me that journey of growth through this process. Chris says, good morning, Chris. Chris says, grateful for a global Zoom with people from Australia, France, New York, LA, and me in Chicago. We tangentially know each other from our Burning Man camp, and we were planning our RV mate plans for the burn. Yay, technology. Oh, happy to witness people planning for the burn. I've been having some really driving here, and we had a beautiful drive through Colorado and mountain drives, and it reminded me of driving in the Hugmobile, and just like, am I ever going to go on a adventure in the Hugmobile again? Am I ever going to go on an RV trip again? So I'm glad that you are, and super to hear that you're able to plan it with an international crew. That's awesome, Chris. And yeah, we are celebrating Denny's 80th birthday. If that's what your 80 is reference to on. I don't think they're watching. I won't say anything. There's a few surprises that I don't want to give away in case anybody in the family catches this as I'm downstairs and they're playing games upstairs. I am grateful that I decided to have a little coffee today because I have not been sleeping well. Not sure if it's altitude or what, but I've not been sleeping too good. And grateful that it's okay that I'm a little tired and not at my best because I'm on vacation. And anybody else have anything that they're feeling grateful for that they'd like to share? I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful that Lisa's family is so friendly and lovable. Grateful for we had a professional photographer come out to take pictures of the family, and I'm grateful that I got included. I'm the fiance, but I'm treated like family, and got to be a part of all the family photos. And as we took pictures by a beautiful lake and meadow, and yesterday, so really feeling grateful for family. My family back in San Diego, and my new family that I am celebrating here in Colorado, who are Iowa based. So all of us. And then I'm grateful for my extended family that lives in Colorado. Colorado's always been the state that I've spent more time in other than California. Angela says, grateful that friends and support are only a text away at any time. Thank you for being here. Good reminder that we're never very alone if we reach out and use the technologies we have to touch base with people. Thanks, Angela. And Chris is grateful to go to a pool today as it's another sizzler for Chicago. Awesome. Yeah, I'm grateful that it's actually pretty comfortable here. I mean, it's different parts of the state. It's pretty toasty, but where we are, it's been pretty comfortable, which I'm very sensitive to the heat and the cold. I'm fragile. So I'm grateful. And grateful that in this big house that we're renting, I'm in the downstairs, which stays nice and cool. Anyone else want to share any great gratitude today? I'm grateful. Grateful for kind of moving through stages of vanity. We had pictures yesterday, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm in between stage with my hair, and was not feeling my most photogenic yesterday. I had like some eczema stuff happening, but I was just like, Lisa loves me, and it's just the way this is just not my favorite thing, but it's going to be okay. And there are times in my life when it would have been very difficult for me to be hanging out and taking photographs when I was not feeling my best. So grateful for a little bit of growing up, a little bit of letting go, a little bit of dissolving of the prison of vanity. Good morning, Janet. Good to see you. Janet says, I'm grateful for little jobs around the house that create new energy. Hooray for 3 little pints of colorful paint. Ooh. What colors? That reminds me, I've been rewatching Sons of Anarchy, which, boy, maybe that's one of the reasons I should probably stop watching it. It's so, it's not a calming thing, but there was a scene last night when a woman was like, housework helps balance my chi. And I love that. I was like, oh, that's a good reminder. Sometimes the gardening, the folding clothes, the little tasks of daily life, the little jobs around the house, are so good for the spirit. Yay for love, says Gerbot. Yeah, I am grateful for love and grateful for Lisa and grateful for having one another as we're on this adventure and of growth within our families and between our families. And grateful for even in this between stage of hair that I got going on. It's got a little bit of like a Frederick Douglass look, a little bit of Einstein look going. Oh, but I'm grateful for this day. Grateful that I had a little bit of coffee just now. I think that was good. Maybe I'll have a little bit more because that did put a little bit of a smile into my frown this morning. Divine day. Yes, Echo. Yes. Well, I am in such a glorious place. I'll show you one more before we hug, in case you missed me. I'll show you this. This is the door. This is looking out the window. This is just the beautiful trees and nature around me. But then, if I open this door, you can see there's the lake right there, and just behind that tree is Mount Baldy. So it's just a super gorgeous. A little bit of a road noise is why I didn't broadcast from outside, but it's a real treat to be here. Well, thank you for the hair compliments, Sherry and Echo. Sherry says, it's been a stretch to find gratitude the last few days. I've been feeling that. I mean, so much to be grateful for, and so many things that are really trying my heart in the world and in other people's experience and pain and suffering that I'm witnessing in friends and family and so many places. But Sherry's grateful for art class last night. Yeah. Echo's grateful to be catching live from the London airport. I love it. We are international. Juan says, love that look. Now you look even smarter. I do feel like there's a little bit of kind of nutty professor-ish. So thank you. Chris says, I'm intrigued by the Hobby Lobby Jesus decor. Oh boy, it is. I told you already that the coffee stands for Christ offers forgiveness for everyone. There's the bathroom upstairs has the 10 Commandments listed really big in it. And my future sister-in-law, she came out of the bathroom. She goes, "Thou shalt not kill." That's the one I keep forgetting. All right. Well, I'm gonna assume good intent and appreciate that the Christ-like consciousness that must be permeating throughout this home and their lives. And with that, wherever you are, give yourself a big old squeeze as we try to spend just a moment, give ourselves a vacation from any worry and just be able to allow ourselves to feel the gratitude and the joy in a present moment, in the functioning of our bodies and the love in our lives and the warmth of a sunbeam, of the taste of a treat, and for the knowledge and the connection of people in our lives and in one another. So let's feel connected to one another as we take a deep and squeeze. On behalf of Caleb and everybody here, thanks here. I love you, appreciate you. Grateful for paleontology. You said it, Sherry. Sometimes the cone is hard to find, but let's keep challenging each other to remember. Thanks, Gearbot. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Yeehaw!